Hey guys, Alicia Caraway, your Normax consultant here. I was mid cleaning up a kitchen disaster. I love to cook, so that's always where my kitchen messes come in. And that's a big part of why Normax is a big part of my life, is all of my kitchen messes. And I never remember to record them. And so today I just wanted to make a quick video on my kitchen favorites. I get a lot of questions on what are my kitchen favorites, what are my go-to, how do I get my kitchen clean without having all the harsh chemicals. And I'm going to be featuring a couple awesome products here. The first one is going to be our counter cloth. And you can get this in our counter cloth box set here. This comes with a nice little house. You can set this on your counter. You can hang it right on your wall, wherever it fits best in your kitchen. But this can hold about 9 to 12 counter cloths, depending how much you smush them. I think it comes with 6, so you can get a couple more packs and add to it. Right now, I just have the basic 6. These are going to be replacing your paper towels. They're about the same size as one piece of paper towel, one sheet, shall I say. And I love these for quick spills. I love them for cleaning up the counters, all of that. I also use them in place of paper towels, such as if I have a ice pack, if I need to wrap it around my ice cream carton, if I want to use them for getting my salads to not get soggy. When I put my lettuce in a bag, I'll put a dry cloth in there to absorb that moisture so the salad doesn't get soggy. I know a lot of parents love these because they're good size to put in lunch pails for kids' lunches. And lastly, I use these also, what was my last good thought? Oh, napkins. Stop. I don't use napkins now or paper towels as napkins. I use these every day for napkins. I just get them damp because they're really, really great at getting sticky fingers. They're great at wiping your face. They're really awesome. So these are my napkin replacement as well as my paper towel replacement. I know a lot of people use paper towels as napkins. That was kind of where I was at. So it's just a great alternative. They are, they have our back lock. So all you have to do is hang them and they're ready to go. So again, I only wash these probably every two weeks. And then the best part is this little house set. When you rinse one and you're ready for it to hang, you can put it right on the roof to dry. Just like that. So that's another fun tip. So those are my counter cloths. Then we've got our kitchen towel, which you see right here, as well as our kitchen cloth. The kitchen cloth I use for sticky, crummy messes a lot with the kitchen table and post-meal kind of breadcrumb explosions. All of that after snack time with the kiddos, I use it to wipe down their sticky sippy cups, placemats, high chairs, high chair trays. All of that is my kitchen cloth. So I use this wet and then I come in with our kitchen towel. And then I use this to dry all of our messes or clean up if we've got a water spill, especially the kids like to get their own water, so it's always dripping down my fridge. So our towel is super absorbent as well. So the towel will hold up to 2 cups of water and the kitchen cloth will hold up to half a cup of water. So they're both really absorbent. So I'm gonna try to give you guys a good size. So that is how much bigger the towel is than the kitchen cloth. So this one is our ribbed normal textured cloth, and then they are our normal ribbed, not our textured, just our basic weave, which is just kind of that nice kind of thick weave in there, and that's why it's really great at getting the crumbs out. But we also have textured ones that are really great for scrubbing. So this is one side of the kitchen cloth, this is the other. So again, it's still got that nice rib side, but it's got kind of more of a textured side if you're cleaning your tables and you want more of a scrub. And it as well comes in the towel version. I love these. I think they just look really pretty, but I love them both equally, but I just like the way this blue with the nice little waffle weave looks. So those are a textured, these are a basic, and you'll see those in action. So you'll probably just usually see me draped with this on my shoulder, but I'm gonna keep it there because a big project that I wanted to kind of show you guys how I would deal with is my stoneware pan right here. I cooked bacon in the oven on this. I don't know if anyone else loves stoneware. It's really, really great, but it's also very delicate in washing. You're not supposed to use soaps and you're not supposed to get it very wet. So my solution, I have the perfect Norwex solution, so you're gonna see that as well and how I kind of go about cleaning that. They can be tricky, greasy. And then I just want to show you guys quick if I can turn my phone in a good position here. This is our porcelain sink organizer. This is one of my favorites. I think it looks beautiful. That comes with this little cup, which I hold my spear nut, my grout brush, my little bottle brush, and then it's got a nice base for holding the sponges. It's got a little slit here, holds my sponge. This is our Forever foaming hand soap dispenser. That's a lot to say. This is awesome. It's called our Forever bottle, and I love that for our Norwex dish soap. So you'll see that in a second. I'm gonna use that on our netted dishcloth. So it's got this little rack right here where I hang my dishcloth. And then tucked all the way in the back right here, we've got our Sperry sponge. So this is great, again, at getting a lot of the stuck on messes. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna clean this pan right here. Let's see if I can get a good view. With water only. Is this a better view? Maybe if I get you guys back a little further. All right, yeah, that should do it. Let me close my garbage can here. All right, so I'm just gonna go in with some really hot water, and I'm gonna take our netted dishcloth. Now this is awesome, again, because it is really large to size, and it's thin, and it uses these nice little kind of holes as a scrubber, but it also dries really fast, leaving no room for any of that bacteria or yuck to spread, and mold and mildew and stinky things that all grow in your sponge. A sponge is actually known to be dirtier than a public toilet seat. And that is because sponges are never actually fully dry, and that makes them the perfect breeding ground. That's all of that yuck coming right off. Again, there's no soap on here. All of that wetness on the sponge makes it a perfect breeding ground for all of that bacteria. So the reason this netted dishcloth, it does not even have backlock, but why it works and it doesn't breed bacteria and get nasty is because it dries so quickly that there's no room for anything to spread or grow. So all I do is I just rinse it nice and well when I'm done with it, and I put it right over my sink nozzle, I guess I would call it, until it's dry. So I'll show you that in a second. But let me get all of these corners. All right, guys, so I've pretty much got all of that. You'll see a little bit of brown left over. That is just kind of this seasoning, and that's another reason you don't want to use any soap on these stoneware, because of all of that nice seasoning and flavor. That's how it stays non-stick and cooks everything really well. All right, guys, but just like that, in that little bit of time that I explained why sponges are so gross and we should all stop using sponges, I got this guy back to new. So then the last thing I'm gonna do, because I don't want that guy sitting here wet, I wanna get him dry fast. So I'm just gonna go right in with our towel. And all of our towels, our counter cloths, our kitchen cloths, our Enviro sponge, all of those have that backlock. So again, I don't wash any of this stuff often. I just use it, and then wash about every 2 weeks. I just did actually a big load yesterday of all my Norwex. All right, guys, so just like that, my stoneware is ready to cook me some more delicious meat. You can cook cookies on this. All of that is nicely still seasoned. It's not scratched. So that, again, just water only. So that is my stoneware pan. I'm gonna set that off to the side. And then where my favorite use for our Enviro sponge is because my knife got super dirty and greasy, but I don't like to put it in the dishwasher. I'm just gonna wipe that down. And then I can set that down and it's ready to use again, as well as our cutting board. In between using this cutting board, it's a little bit greasy, but I don't really want to wash it because I am going to use it again. I've got a couple more things I need to do. So all I will do is just take that Enviro sponge, use the Enviro side, and then if there's anything stuck on there, you can always grab your sticky side, but I just go right in, no soap needed. Get him ready to be used again, as well as the knife. Then just dry them, and they are ready to cut up my next item. And then I'm just gonna take my wet counter cloth. I'm gonna dry where that, or I'm gonna clean and wipe where that cutting board was. It's hard for you guys to kind of see too much of that angle, but yeah, I just love that for the quick counter wipe ups. ready. Dry my knife, just like that. All right, so that is ready to go, no soap. But if you guys did need to get soap, I'm gonna show you how well it works on our netted dishcloth, which it is a little gross. So I'm just gonna rinse it with some dish soap to get a little bit of that grease out of there. So let me see here, careful me. Hand soap going. Get it nice and wet. Oh, wrong soap bottle, sorry guys. So this is kind of how that dish soap comes right out. Because it's already foamed, it's a little bit diluted. I just add a little bit of water in there. So I just do a couple big size squirts. And just like that, guys, all of that soap is spread throughout this entire thing. And I don't even have a dish to wash because I just washed that. So we're gonna pretend that this bowl needs to be washed because I don't wanna waste that dish soap. So just like that, we're gonna rinse that. And that is how I would just do my normal dishes. And then I'm gonna give this guy a good rinse. Let that soap get all of that grease out. You can see it coming down into my sink. But all of that yuck that was on that bacon pan, sheet pan, stoneware. I can't talk today. Great day for a video, right? All right, and just like that, all that gross is gone. So then I just take it just like that. Hang it. And in about 20 minutes, that'll be dry. And then I'm gonna fold it back up and put it right back on the hook. Dry my hands. All right, and so I think I covered all of my kitchen favorites. The only other two things that I didn't really touch on that I have in the sink organizer are our spear sponge. This is great for that extra scrub that you need, whether you're cleaning a dish, cleaning your oven, your stovetop. I keep this here for all, especially when my I can't talk again. My saucepan spills over. I always grab this because it kind of hardens on. And then for cleaning the really tough stuff, I love this for my cast iron, is our spear nut. This is a steel wool, so it can scratch. So I always suggest using it really wet and testing it in an inconspicuous area. I love to use this on my cast iron. I love to use it on my oven door to clean up messes, the bottom of my oven, all of that. Or if I have something really super stuck on a pan, I'll go in gently. But this is also a really great kitchen scrubber tool. All right, guys, and that is really it. Those are my kitchen must-haves and how I kind of clean up my big messes. My cutting board's still a little bit wet. But other than that, this is our new mini cutting board. I think it's perfect. I had to cut up one piece of celery and one onion, and then I'm gonna cut up half a pepper next. So it's just a good size. All right, that is really it. That is my kitchen routine. And again, changing just from sponges to our netted dishcloth, it's gonna be a lot cleaner. Again, so much bacteria when that sponge is always wet, as well as our EnviroSponge is a great alternative, because if you wring that out, it's nice and thin, and especially if you put it right on those side slots of your sink organizer, it's gonna dry quick. So that, again, it doesn't get stinky. It's got the back lock. I clean it with the rest of my Norwex every 2 weeks. All right, guys, that is really it. And if anyone has any questions, as always, just contact me. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.